Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We are on Hope here actually to look at the UNP body fit armors and clothing. This is a replacer that fits all the armor and clothing to the UNP body, which is it's not as ultra thick as some of the bodies, like a UUMP or a UNPB. It doesn't have as big or, chest or booty, and it's still a girl, it's still all a girl thing. You can slim it down more, and I'll show you that, and you can, the upper end is just what it is. I'll show you that with the weight slider. This says it is TBBP compatible, so you have to have the XP32 skeleton, even if you don't use the TBBP, which you don't have to if you don't like that. But if you like that, this does have that. Now, I have Hope just in a Mage's college outfit, and you might be able to see, I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the video, you might be able to see some of the movement there. It is there. I'll show you the weight slider thing. Show you what this is the upper end right here. This is, but this is the lower end. The lower end, there's just not as much variance in this as some of the others. However, if you like a more, I guess, a more average appearance. I don't know how to say that. I'm not trying to say that in a bad way, but I mean more of a, some people would say realistic, but unfortunately it's not really realistic either. But just more of a, I don't know what the right word is, just more of a slimmer appearance. This is probably something you'll be interested in, because even at the max setting, she's really still pretty slim. Alright, so, but to look at the armors and the fit of everything, if we just start here at the top, this is Ozzadal's. And this is, this is what we're looking at. Now this is max. This is with her at max. Okay, so you could make her slimmer. It wouldn't make a huge difference, but, sorry I hit the mic, but it would make some. That's what I was showing you a moment ago. There's the Archmage's robes. And I don't think they did anything unusual. They just kept the pretty standard vanilla appearance, and then fit it to this body, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. Looks like they've done a fine job. Now I don't know if the armor is going to have the movement. I don't know, it looks weird. I don't know if it's got the movement or not. It just looks kind of odd. You have to decide if you like that or not. There's banded armor. Yeah, I don't think the armor has the movement. Probably just the clothes have the movement, which is fine. Because some people would say, and I tend to think they're right, the armor really wouldn't move. But like your barkeeper's clothes and stuff like this might show a little movement. I don't see a lot, but then again, there's not a lot there, so it just depends. The different barkeeper's clothes, you're familiar with all of these, I'm sure. I doubt any of this is a surprise. So again, this is the UNP body, just so it's a pretty basic, slender, more slender body. and I don't think they didn't do any like big replacements, so you're not going to see a lot of differences in this. I imagine on the robes you might see some movement here. Yeah, so on the robes and the cloth things, it looks like you're seeing some movement. The blacksmith's apron, and there's two versions of that, but they're basically the same thing. Our blade's armor. Oh, well, that's the same. I just have a different mod that makes that happen. Anyway, that looks okay. I don't see any movement on that either. Let's just drop the boots and the gauntlets for a moment. The blue robes are going to look pretty much like the black robes. The bone mold, well, it looks like bone mold. This is a very much a vanilla appearance, just shaped to the UNP body, so I don't know if we need to go through everything as much as we do sometimes, because they haven't really modified this a lot. They've just shaped it to this body. So I'm going to skip through some of these pretty fast. That's not going to be anything shocking or surprising, but if you're looking for something like this, and some people probably are, you may like this a lot better just because it has this body shape. So, and some people will, and that's good. And you can see a lot of these clothes. I think that's like Isolde's outfit there. It's just fitted more to this body. There really isn't a huge difference in a lot of these. College boots and college boots. I don't know what the difference there is. We got the college robes, which I think I had her wearing earlier. We got the other college robes, which is just slightly different colored. We got the little cuffed boots that I like. And you can wear the cultist stuff. And you can see that. Again, mainly this is just a refit. It's still the vanilla armors. They're just refitted to this body. I don't really see anything bad here. It's just the way it is. This is still the Daedric armor. The Dawn Guard isn't going to change very much from one to the other. Whoops, almost hit the map by accident. It's just slightly different colors. It's got the same boots and gauntlets and helmet. The light armor is going to be just slightly different, not a lot different. You still have dragon plate armor. Again, all this is just fitted, so there's really not a huge difference here to see. So I'm kind of racing through this a little bit. But there just isn't, like I say, there just isn't very much to see different. It's still basically the same vanilla armors. They've just been fitted to this body. That doesn't mean anything bad at all. It's just the way it is. That's what this mod is. Some people will want this because they prefer this body type. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I can't never tell any difference in the gilded. But the light armor's a little different. The light elven. You can tell it's a little different. The embellished robes. Woo. So embellished. Anyway. I don't know. Do we need to go through all of these? That seems like a lot to go through. It's really just fitted to the body. I don't think you're going to see a huge difference. I'm going to flip through some of these. Because they're very similar to things we've already looked at. The glass armor. The glass armor is always nice. And I don't think there's going to be... Yeah, I'm not seeing any movement on the armors, so you're probably not going to see that. I think it's only on the clothing. So if that bothers you, hopefully that'll be something that you will like better. I tend to agree with those who say that, you know, the armor really shouldn't have that. And while it is funny, it's not really very realistic. I don't know about the leather armor. Is that going to have movement? Because this counts as kind of a leather armor. I don't see any movement, I don't think. It's the hide armor. Yeah, some people will really, I think, really prefer this. This doesn't have the super thick bodies. I mean, it just depends on what you like. I mean, I've talked about what I like before, but when you're talking about your game, it really needs to be what you like. If you don't, you know, some people aren't going to care for this. If you don't care for it, that's fine. No problem. It's good that there's different mods out there for different people. We're just down in the eyes. I'm trying to move through this pretty quickly, but you get the idea. So far, all of these appear to be fitted very well. I don't see any issues. Now I don't know if this will count as... No, this has some movement to it, so this counts as clothing. So the jester stuff counts as clothing. I didn't know how it would count, but it has no armor, so that makes sense. And you have the leather armor. We'll skip the hoods. We'll go to the mages, the mantled robes. There is the different variation. The merchant's clothes. There's a couple of different variations there. Let's see. The miner. No, that's Murak. Okay, Murak's robes. And light armor robes. The mourner's clothes, which is really still just the same dress, just repainted. Nightingale armor. That's the enchanted version. Let's do the unenchanted version. And I don't see that it has the movement. It has some other stuff to it, but I don't see any movement. Let's move down. Let's check out Nocturnals Clothes. Now this should count as clothes, I think. Yeah. So it's got some of the movement to it. Let's see, so we got that. It's still robes though, it's just got a different coloring on it. The orcish armor, the Sigic robes, red robes, the refined tunic, Savior's hide. Some of these are more unique than others, so. Scaled armor, and the horn, you have to have the horn. Let's see, that's from a mod. We won't look at that. Let's see, this is the coat for the skull. There's really not much difference here in these. These are just going to be fitted to this body. I'm just trying to look and see if there's anything really different. These are all just fitted. Let's see, the studded armor. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I forgot she should be wearing that all the time. Anyway, tavern clothes. And it doesn't have any of the white cloth. I imagine this is going to show some movement. Yeah. Just so you know. Let's see. Thalmor robes. Temple priest robes. This is the Thalmor hooded robes, which makes everybody look evil. And then there's the unhooded, which still kind of makes you look evil. Let's see, the brown armor. And then you got the dark armor and the gray armor. Then you got the vampire armors. And of course you have the boots and the gauntlets for the vampire. I didn't look to see if any of this showed any of the movement. It might. Yeah, I guess these are showing movement, so that's alright. Depends on what you like. There's the wedding dress. Let me take the boots and gauntlets off. This is the wedding dress. And then the wolf armor. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I just wanted to show you that everything appears to be fitted properly. Hopefully I didn't take too long. I didn't time myself. I really don't want to take too long doing these because it's a pretty simple mod. It's not too big. It's fitted to the UNP body. Let me go down and show you. It is a UNP body fit armors and clothing. It's like 141 megabytes basically. So it's not a bad choice. It is TBBP compatible, which I was surprised, but it is. And so you need XP32. Even if you don't use that, you should always use XP32 anyway. So that is that mod. I think I went through most all the clothing and armor options, and you can see what that is. So hopefully that's helpful to you, and hope you have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching, and I will catch you later.